In the last episode, we spent a cracking few days in the Barham campground on the banks of the Murray River, but it was time to move on.
Morning, John.
Morning, Liz. What a cracking 3 days.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Camped by the Murray River again.
Yeah. And honestly, we've nailed the weather. That's all I can say.
Yes.
It frightens me to say that because we're still 10 or 12 days from home, but we've just had the best 3 days, weather-wise.
Yes.
I think one day there was a slight breeze, not last night, night before. It started to get a bit cool around the fire.
Yeah, but last night was good.
Yesterday there was not a breath of wind all day. It was just so settled. Which, from memory, this time of the year can be like that.
Yes.
But we had a few trees that just fall down. That's the only problem in places like that. It's a bit scary in the fact that for no reason, well, there is a reason, because the trees have got a fungus inside them. They rot from the inside out, and there's no indication that they're at that point, and then they just fall over.
All of a sudden it's cracking.
It's cracking. Yeah, and there was a really big one that went off the night before we got there. The guys that were camped beside us, they sounded like the train was coming through the bush at them.
Yeah.
So that was not all that far away.
That's scary.
It is. But we found a spot, pretty young trees. We worked it, nailed it as far as the site was concerned. We had sun going in from about 10 o'clock through to 4:30.
Yeah.
Pumping in.
Yeah, it was.
So that recovered really well. So, no, really nice spot.
Barham Lakes campground.
Yeah, that's it. So today we're just going to head off. We're going to go through Deniliquin, Hay, and we penciled in a destination at
Rankins Springs.
Rankin Springs. Yeah. So it's about 350 k's for the day, which is quite comfortable to do.
It's really just going to be a transit day today.
It is really. And we've got that. Then we're into a place that we visited quite a while ago, and we said we wanted to go back there. It's steeped in history. We won't, no spoiler alert, we'll wait till we get there. But we're looking forward to spending a bit of time there.
Yes.
And then back towards the coast.
Yep.
So and then home. No, this has been nice. It's just totally different. Mixed it up with caravan parks, free camps. Yeah, very, very pleasant.
It's good to explore different country as well.
Cheers. All right, well, we'll catch you guys later.
Yep. Bye.
There is plenty to keep you entertained on this road trip, with towns and parks that are littered with historical facts, and some stories. Then there are the sculptures. This sculpture is one of a series of artwork that forms Artback, Sculptures of the Long Paddock. The collection provides a unique interpretation of the stories and the history of the Long Paddock stock route. They are located in Mathara, Deniliquin, the Black Swamp, Hay and Ivanhoe. The Headless Horseman is inspired by local folklore, two drovers and their dogs moving a mob of cattle being visited by the Headless Horseman. We made it! Welcome to the free camp at Rankin Springs. Oh, and by the way, they do a pretty good pub meal too.
Rankin Springs has got birds of the bush, communities protecting threatened species such as the glossy black cockatoo. Unusual. Yeah. Can't say I've seen one of these. Or maybe I have, I just didn't know it. I've definitely seen the Major Mitchell cockatoo, which is a black one also. But I don't think I've seen the glossy black cockatoo, which is a bit smaller than the Major Mitchell one apparently. Have to keep my eye out for that one. So at the information board we've got the original Scottish pub, which still stands just out of town, I believe. And now we have the Compara Hotel today, which is where we had a beautiful meal last night. Huge meals, yeah, they're trucky meals, but we did it justice. Anyway, there's an information all about the town, which is quite interesting. It's a beautiful little old historic town, one of the many on the highway. Worth visiting, worth stopping in and having a look at. I'll show you some more of the information that they've got up here. And on here, it's got all about Lake hang on, let me get it right, Cargelligo, which is just 69 kilometres north of this town. So we're going to go check it out today and see what it's like. We may stop there or we may keep moving, who knows. But that's what this is all about. Checking in, stopping, having a look, moving on. Depends on when you want to move on. So, yeah. That's what we're going to do today. What a beautiful little town, a beautiful park. We were parked opposite the Compara Hotel last night. And I have to say, this is a busy road. The trucks go just about non-stop, but they were fairly busy. It's a nice bit of artwork behind me featuring the glossy black cockatoo, which they are trying to preserve in this area. Well, this is a campsite at Dead Man's Point. It's a bit exposed and open to the wind. We'll go down and have a look at the water at Lake Cargelligo. I think that's how it's pronounced. Anyway.
As the name would suggest, the town of Lake Cargelligo is situated on a lake fed by the Lachlan River. The lake was the primary water source for the early mining town and has continued to remain an integral source of water for the Lake Cargelligo's inhabitants and all users along the lower Lachlan. These days the lake serves recreational users as well. Bird watchers are by far the largest group of visitors to the lake. Boating, fishing and water skiing also contribute to the town's tourism industry. While the lake was natural, it was not permanent. Earthworks were constructed in the late 19th century and using horse and scoop a levee bank was built to deepen sections of the lake so that it would become more permanent. After many years of drought, it was reported in early 2010 that the lake ran dry for the first time since 1902. Hard to believe when you see it now. And of course, there's a story behind Dead Man's Point.
This is a beautiful water tank painting, street art at Lake Cargelligo.
We stopped here once before, on our way to Tassie, I think. We stopped here and had a bit of lunch. We were just coming into Condolberlin and realised that, oh, that's right, there's the weir, we can go and have some lunch there. So that's what we've done. But mixing it up a little bit, as we try and do, saveloys for lunch today. And they're getting close, because you know what they say, a sav boiled is a sav boiled. There you go.
No holes in these today, John.
Yeah, we got some the other day and they had like imprinted holes like it'd been in a mould. So I don't know what that's all about, but these ones are alright. And that's the finished product. Pretty easy roadside stop for lunch. Now that's a solar farm. As you can see, we decided against staying at Dead Man's Point and headed further north for the day.
Stop it, en route. We find the showground now.
We're just coming in. All the ones in this building and the next building.
Good morning all and welcome to Gulgong. We've taken a bit of time to go down to the Gulgong Museum. In the background here, I'm on a GoPro and here is a projector that was from whatever year, a long time ago. Which goes to show how much things have changed. So we're going to have a wander around here for a little while. And there's so much to see. We'll film little bits and pieces, but again, it's one of those places you really need to come and visit yourself. But we'll give you a bit of a teaser, so if ever you're in this area. But the town is just so old. It's an old gold mining town, they tell us. So gold was discovered in them there hills, and they came in their hundreds and thousands. I hope you enjoy. Who remembers this? From 55cm LCDs to this. There's a ute conversion. It's a chopped Willie's Whippet. They even did it way back then days. One of its names to fame is the fact that the town is etched into the old $10 note. There you go, there's a fun fact for you. You just continue to go from one room to another, and we've just stepped into this one, and this is awesome. This has got old stagecoaches and stuff around that era. That is specky. There's even a 6-wheel job. So this one was a 3-horse dray, and it was used, it says on here somewhere, it was used extensively, get there in a minute, it was used extensively between, put some glasses on, extensively between 1939 and 1946 for private use. So like even in the late 40s, they were still using horse and buggy out this way. Unbelievable display. It's probably one of the most extensive museums that we've seen. It's right up there with there's one at Myall that we did a few years back, and that was quite extensive. But this, I think this has even got more stuff in it, and it's very well organised. So it's got all the bits and pieces. Like we're in the timber area now. There's cutters and splitters and all sorts of devices, saws, crossbows, axes, wedges, all that sort of stuff that would have been used in that era. Like there's even a set of handmade wire strainers up there. Rabbit traps, unbelievable. There's even a buggy in here from the 1870s when the gold rush was on out here. This has just been done so well. It's just like you walk into a room and you just go back in time. Good work. Gulgong, the town on the $10 note, is a typical old mining town. The first significant discovery of gold was made in 1870, and by 1876 32 tonnes of gold had literally been taken from the ground. The late 18th century townscape is unusually picturesque, and in 1975 the National Trust declared Gulgong a conservation area. Also, Henry Lawson lived in the area as a small boy, and many of his poems and short stories are about the area. It's even got the sandstone gutters. That is cool. When we arrived, we found out that over the weekend there'd be sheepdog trials going on. Man and dog versus sheep. What could possibly go wrong? So we went and spent some time there. Well, here we are, the showgrounds. Now, we were going to leave here this morning and head to Myall Lakes, but hang on, I need to get in the light a little bit, that's a bit better. We're going to get into Myall Lakes today, but yesterday afternoon, about 3 o'clock, it started to rain, and it has not stopped till about 4 o'clock today. We should have probably filmed some of it because it just absolutely hammered. All this area was just underwater. The little orange or little yellow thing that we've got for our power was all but floating. We had a little bit of a water leak inside the van, which we've taken some video of to send off. That's not good, but we'll I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that. And it's quite pleasant now. So we've ended up staying an extra night here at the showgrounds at Gulgong. Yeah, here we are, the Gulgong Showgrounds. And just to top it all off, we're having I can't say it. Curried goat sausages. Now, we've said this before, when we go into little towns we always like to go to the local butcher because they usually have some different meat, patties, sausages, those sorts of things that they concoct themselves. Well, we found this bloke and he did goat sausages, so we thought, why not, we'll have a crack, we game. So having them tonight with some chips and some other vegetables. But yeah, it's I don't know what to make of it at the moment. We will head to Myall Lakes tomorrow, but it was a bit pointless to go today. It was, I don't know what we've had here, but they forecast somewhere around about 90 to 100 mils around the Newcastle area, which is just south of Myall Lakes. And we didn't want, like, we were going to pack up in the rain, and then we would have to set up in the rain. So it just seemed pointless. We didn't have to. We contacted Parks and got a bit of a refund on our booking. So we'll head there tomorrow. Alright, well, we're going to finish cooking these goat sausages and we'll see you in the morning if we survive.
Well, we left Gulgong Showgrounds this morning. Beautiful sunny day, slightly overcast, but still fine. We'd been there for 3 days. We decided we were going to stay for 2, but then with the weather forecast, it changed our plans because we were going to be turning up at Myall Lakes on the Sunday, and it was going to be raining, so we were going to be packing up in the rain, setting up in the rain. So we decided to stay another night, which is what we've done, and we packed up this morning. Beautiful, clear skies, gorgeous. We've arrived at Mungo Brush. Forecast isn't that great. It's blowing an absolute gale with gusts up to 52 kilometres an hour. And it has started to just sprinkle with rain, just gusts, not gusts, rain squalls. We've got rain squalls coming through with the gusts of the wind. So, but that was the forecast, I suppose, for the coast. So hopefully it's going to improve over the next couple of days. We'll wait and see. But Gulgong Showgrounds, great amenities. A good spot to check out the town, look at the Pioneer Museum, which we had an absolute ball in. We spent nearly all morning just going through it. There's lots and lots of stuff to see. Anyway, John's cooking tea. We're at Mungo Brush. And I'm going to show you what it's looking like out there. This is the third time that we've been here, and I have to say the last 2 times the weather has been pretty good, but this is the windiest we've seen it. But that's the weather. You take the good with the bad.
There you go, another trip done. We're still at Mungo Brush. This weather has just been a real pain in the freckle, hasn't it? So instead of taking 3 or 4 days to go home, we're probably just going to go from here. We've got to stop about 400 k's up the road and then into Brisbane after that. So guys, we hope you've enjoyed this little jaunt we've had down south and up through the Murray River, because we've had a bloody...
Oh yeah, it's been great.
We had an absolute ball. I think my highlight was that spot that we stayed, we could have a fire near the river.
That would be Barnham Lake.
Yeah, that was
great.
Yeah, that was probably my pick. The other one was good, but that one was it was an absolute cracker.
On our way home, that was the spot.
Yep. We hope you've enjoyed this little series.
Yes.
Of a quick flick down to the Titanium Owners Rally, and then a few days going home.
Yeah, it's been great.
Right. Till next time. Cheers.